It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. We're in Toronto for some Raptors basketball. The home crowd is ready to go. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Anthony Davis is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in at the two-guard spot. Now here is Lowry. Out to the right wing. Here's Siakam. A three-pointer, no good. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Well, you can't deny the amount of talent on this Raptors team, Doris. At times, they can simply overrun opponents.
You know what, Kevin? You do not end up in the top 5 for effective field goal percentage, both offensively and defensively, without talent. But obviously, when the Raptors get going and shots are falling, boy, they can compete with just about anyone.
Both sides will try and push it on the fast break, Doris, to get easy scores. Talk a bit about playing fast, but also playing with efficiency.
Well, you look no further than the Golden State Warriors, who, when they are playing with pace and out in transition and the threes are flying, it's electric and, frankly, almost unstoppable. But they walk that delicate line of playing fast without turning it over. You want to give these great players freedom, but within that freedom, they've got to make sure, okay, we've got to value the basketball, and yes, we can maybe turn it over 10 times per game, but we get north of 10, 15 turnovers, and that's going to put us in a little bit of a problematic situation.
Good analysis. Here's Gasol following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the elbow, and that one hits back iron.
That's an example of great defense. His teammates love that about him. Always why the shooters struggle against this guy.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Now here is Lowry over LeBron. Offensive rebound.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right. Perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Here's Van Vliet. That shot is off. And the Lakers going the other way now. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Baca comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Powell in for Fred Van Vliet. And the Lakers also making a change. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kyle Lowry. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for LeBron. Now Gasol after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. It's Powell on the wing. Gasol kicks to Powell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face, but I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open. Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
Raptors trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Caldwell-Pope. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And the long strides of KCP. Dangerous changing ends there, and he loves to finish in space.
To the middle to stop the drought. Here's Ibaka. And Davis sends it back. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And Toronto making a change here. Meeks is checked in. Both good from the line that time. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Powell, the pass to Gasol. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. Stanley Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Jody Meeks.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate.
Lakers leading by 5. Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Right side Davis to the left side wing. The pass to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 7. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. DeMarcus Cousins described what it's like playing next to Anthony Davis. And
you know, some games, I mean,
it's a good problem to have. And, Greg, they're figuring out things pretty well, playing together.
Yeah, both dominant big men, and you need star power to win in this league.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Bradley is out there with Cook, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3, the small forward. Siakam passes to VanVleet, and they pick up 2. VanVleet's got his first basket. Bradley with the ball. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Cook. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Lowry. To the inside, and he dunks it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time best. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
And so Cousins will bring it up for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach. They can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Bangs home the trifecta.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
To the inside, and stolen by Cousins. It's LeBron with the drive, and finished off by LeBron.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And the Raptors call time here.
And of course, we know about DeMarcus Cousins last season and the torn Achilles. I'm just glad to see him back out on the floor and fully recovered. He's put in a lot of work in terms of rehab to make sure that he can get back to doing what he does best.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Gasol. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Stanley Johnson. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kyle Lowry. Los Angeles calls timeout. And with Cousins and that injury, never an easy one to come back from.
Yeah, it's true. But fortunately, Cousins has the kind of skill set that he's going to be effective no matter when he's on the floor. And great outside shot, the footwork, very smooth in terms of ball handling for that position. And most of the players who aren't the same after an Achilles tear don't have the same skill set that Cousins possesses. That's why I think he'll be fine once he recovers from this injury.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Raptors. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Siakam, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line for your Raptors, Pascal Siakam. First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Lakers leading by 7. In the corner, Bradley with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Meeks finds Powell. And again, Toronto no luck. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Bradley. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Quinn Cook. Pass to Green, takes a 3. Los Angeles with another miss. In Toronto, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Ibaka right side. .41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Siakam kicks to Powell. Just 5 to shoot. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Meeks. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Outside Rondo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack him.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
VanVleet passes to Gasol, and Lowry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Rondo. For 3, Caldwell Pope, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2K Sports It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense.
And that's good.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
And night after night, man, it just becomes common to watch him rip through teams, and that's exactly what we saw there in the first half.
You know, Greg, I think the thing you admire is the incredible level of consistency. This guy's a fantastic player, but he also puts in a ton of energy. Absolutely tremendous.
They've got Lowry. Marcus Gasol is out there with Johnson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 2 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Davis finds James.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Toronto working the ball around now. And here's Johnson outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Right?
ZA, that's how you truly create a legacy. Of course, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency, there's a lot of confusion, and I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent phrase.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And they get it back. Siakam kicks to Lowry. Right side Gasol. Second shot opportunity. Shoots over Cousins. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Gasol. The Lakers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. LeBron against Johnson. James, the pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. To the middle. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Knocks it loose.
Affecting the shot in a big way there. Excellent defense.
Well, you talk about getting into the space of the shooter. This is how you defend the paint.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. Jeremy Lin comes in for Fred VanVleet. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Timeout called the Lakers. And LeBron James last season not slowing down even a little bit. Turned indoors one of his best seasons yet.
Isn't it amazing how impactful LeBron is on the floor at all times? Last year, you think about his passing and rebounding numbers were as good as they've ever been. Only a handful of guys have ever changed the game like he can.
Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Johnson.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lowry from outside. That shot is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Rondo kicks to Bradley. The end of the drought. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Raptors trail by 5. Ibaka finds Hollis-Jefferson. It's Powell on the wing. Shoots the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lowry dishes to Powell. Misses the 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The Raptors have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lin the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Lin. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Powell. Misses the wing jet. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers ahead. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Davis is out there with Avery Bradley. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's LeBron James. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard position. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Johnson against James. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Davis kicks to LeBron. Baseline J on the way. It's rebounded by Gasol.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Lowry finds Gasol. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Lowry passes to Gasol. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Gasol against McGee. Poke loose. It's stolen by Davis. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock into it. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
3-pointer, Lowry. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. And it's McGee with the jam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Lowry kicks to Van Vliet. Johnson in the corner. Shoots over Kuzma. That one's off. Still out of sync. Lakers leading by 11. LeBron with it. Lowry picks him up. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 14. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, JaVale McGee.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. And they double up LeBron. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I think casual fans of the NBA probably wonder what makes LeBron so good. And you look at some of the attributes he has physically, the size, the strength, the quickness. But to me, it's as much about his pursuit of greatness and the commitment year-round to excelling and building his skills. He's truly a seminal player in NBA history.
He doesn't get the second one. With LeBron in his strength, Doris, he can shrug off defenders.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is easily one of the most formidable finishers to ever play the game. You think about it, he is as big and strong physically as most centers that are challenging him at the rim. What an imposing guy.
2 on the clock. Here's Siakam. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's LeBron.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And Ibaka kicks to Meeks. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's McCall, guarded by Kuzma. No good from McCall.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Meeks outside. And again, Toronto no up. James looking around. Kuzma kicks to Davis. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Lakers, Anthony Davis.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Davis. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lowry for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
How about that? Off the dribble, the pull-up jumper by Kyle Lowry. Boy, he's in a rhythm.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort, both individually and team. Now,
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is